Hi there, my name is Justin Waite and I am a passionate private investor. I also run the Sharepickers Investment Club and have just had a book published by Harman House. Now, if you consistently lose money investing, there is one question you can ask yourself before you make an investment which will improve your stock market performance. This is because most private investors who consistently lose money focus on one thing, whilst professional investors who consistently make money focus on another. So private investors who consistently lose money only focus on the reward. Professional investors who make money focus on the risk. So before any investment you make, ask yourself this question: how much money can I lose on this investment? Do not think, how much money can I make on this investment? Now, if you focus on this sentence, how much money can I lose on this investment, you are focusing on the risk. Investing is first and foremost about risk management. Only when you get into profit should you be focusing on both risk and reward. This is what most private investors who consistently lose money get wrong. They only focus on the reward. They think this investment is going to make me rich. So if I put loads more money into it, I can only make more money. Therefore, when an investment goes wrong, and invariably some will, they have no plan. This results in them sitting on a big loss that they haven't the heart to cut. Investing is about risk and reward. There's no coincidence the risk comes first in this phrase. You risk your capital in order to attain a reward. Believe it or not, investing is not about winning. It's about not losing.
It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
It's about avoiding big losses and maximizing your gains. If you do not lose, the winning takes care of itself. By the way, that was an extract from my book called How to Become a MICROCAP Millionaire, a 3-step strategy for stock market success. In the book, I cover my investing journey over the last 25 years and explain why I changed my strategy after the recent bear market led me to analyze some of the best performing stocks over the last 10 years. I discovered most of the best performing companies shared similar traits, including 10 companies that posted returns in excess of 1,000%. These traits these companies shared were the metrics I used when I created the UK's first MICROCAP League, which I talk about in the book. By the way, the book is also broken down into 3 sections: what, when, and how. What? I look at what types of companies have been standout winners on the stock market and the traits they all shared. However, knowing what companies to buy is just 1/3 of the equation. When? When is the right time to invest into these companies? I point out how to identify chart trends to ensure momentum is with you. Never ignore momentum. It's a very powerful force in both directions. How? How is probably the most important piece when it comes to investing. It's all about portfolio management. If you do not have a robust portfolio management strategy, it's unlikely you will ever make a significant amount of money. It's all about controlling the controllables. It's one of the only controllables in an environment you have no control over. How many companies should you hold? How much exposure to each company should you have? I explain how to protect your portfolio against losses, but maximize your gains. Now, if you buy the book, and likely enough to give it a 5-star rating and positive review, you qualify for 50% off membership to the Sharepickers Investment Club. This is only available to the first 100 people that apply. You can see how many people have applied by going to sharepickers.com, scrolling to the top of the page, and clicking the book. Now, if you do get 50% off, this means you get membership for only £99.50 for a year, which is £1.91 a week. For this £1.91, this is what's included: the MICROCAP League, access to the UK's first MICROCAP League, where hundreds of small businesses have been analysed, and the result is 30 of the best MICROCAPs scored in relation to their growth, value, health, efficiency, momentum, and potential. The companies that rank the highest have the best risk-reward profile. A live weekly webinar, a 1-hour live weekly webinar presented by me where I cover my portfolio's holdings. I also talk about investing principles in the book. I also analyse company results or updates that appear in the MICROCAP League. By the way, even if I charged the national living wage for this 1-hour webinar, it would mean the membership fee would be £12.21 a week rather than £1.91. If it was £12.21, the annual membership would be £635 rather than £99.50. And by the way, the MICROCAP League and the webinar is not all that's included. There's also the blog I post when I invest in a new company on the day I invest. I also publish a list of all my holdings. This is a list of companies I currently hold, showing my exposure to each company, their profit and loss status and stop losses. I also publish my total risk exposure in relation to my total portfolio value. You also get access to the holdings in the MICROCAP League Fund. These are the 10 highest scoring MICROCAP League companies that I've personally invested money into. Targeted news on the website. Access to news from small companies releasing significant news, therefore filtering out all companies that are not relevant to the strategy. Resources. You have access to educational videos on fundamental analysis, including income statements, balance sheets, and cash flow statements. Also, videos on technical analysis, including how to set up charts, identifying uptrends, downtrends, and ranges, plus how to set up effective chart alerts to ensure you do not miss out on potential investments. Plus, there's also access to the chat group, only exclusive to members of the club. So please visit sharepickers.com, scroll to the top, click on the book at the top if you'd like to take advantage of this limited time 50% off deal. Thank you very much for watching.